Hey, welcome. Gene Godwin here from Adams Cameron in DeLand. I'm local in Orange City. Been doing this for 3 years, loving it every year. I've been better experiences, meeting cool people like you. So I'm the quarterback. I'm the beginning. Hopefully, either you see Adrian or you see me in the beginning. That's how it usually works. If you're a buyer, you come across your realtor, you come across your mortgage lender, and where you are in the journey. People like to do things on their own. Whatever, but you came across me and I'm here. So I'm usually the quarterback of this whole organization. Like, we talk, I hear what you have to do, and I have to process all that, and then I reach out to all my team members here to help me out in the various processes of the transaction, right? So a little bit about myself. I love to achieve home ownership dreams. First time home buyers is like a little niche I have. I've been dedicated to providing outstanding customer service to people. That's what I build relationships, okay? I don't know if you're the type of person that goes to the same restaurant all the time and orders the same thing, but I like consistency, I like stability and things like that. So I try to give everybody the same treatment that I would expect for myself, you know? So with that being said, I had several years I worked at Lazy Boy before that. And listen, I like to talk a lot, don't get me wrong. But to be a good person, to be in sales, you have to be a listener. Sometimes we communicate things out of our mouth that we don't even understand what we're saying, or we don't understand the meaning of it. Like, oh, we're gonna do this, but I wanted this, or I want this and I need this. But I have to listen to all that because sometimes we just don't know what we're really trying to say, especially if it's something that we don't know what we're doing. So if we don't know what we're doing, we don't know what we want, how do you articulate that in a fashion that makes sense? Well, luckily I've been doing this a long time, and listening is a very key part of interacting with people. So my ability, I like to observe, I like to listen. Customers, I also like to take on challenges. Challenges in life that's all I've known, right? And everybody is unique. Everyone has unique situations, and trust me, I've come across a lot. Okay, some of them are embarrassing to the person that's telling them, but trust me, we've all been there. I had to do credit repair before I bought my house, but when I was buying my house, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I wrote it down on a notepad. I gave myself a timeline, and I was like, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be doing this. While I'm doing this, and while I'm waiting for these things to happen, I'm also going to be working on this, and I'm going to start peeking ahead, looking into the future, planning, because it takes a lot of planning to get to your goals in life, right? And sometimes people can't even, they see the end goal, I want to buy a house. Well, how are you going to get there? I don't know. Well, luckily you got cool people like us around here to help you and walk you through the process, because trust me, some people aren't computer literate. Like, if I send you a DocuSign, Gene, what do I gotta do? If I gotta drive all the way to your house and sit on the couch with you,
you're damn right you will be doing that.
Well, see, that's why we're talking now, because now I'm preparing for the amount of engagement that we're gonna have. And you know what? I'm up for it. I love that, because that means we build a better relationship. Then I get to see who else is with you. I get to see who else is around you, and then they get to see me helping you, and maybe I can help more people that you know. So that's the ultimate goal right there, also elevating you and the people around you to that status. That's what it's all about. Because when you have a home and you're happy that I put you in it, guess what? You'll be inviting your friends over. Hey, girl, guess what? Well, my realtor, he's coming over for dinner tonight. Yeah, that's right. Because you're happy.
And he's single too.
I am. But
I didn't know if he was or not.
I've been in hibernation for a long, long time now. This world's crazy outside. And So primary goal is to achieve home ownership, or to maximize the profits of your sale if you were selling the home. Okay, like Adrian so beautifully put, when you buy a home, that clock in equity starts going, right? And it's like the stock market, but it's not as topsy-turvy, Real estate moves with news, world events, current events, local events, what's going on. You have to pay attention with your local taxes and government and what they're talking about. That's not your job, right? You got enough things on your plate. But luckily, you call Gene, hey, what's going on with the market? I'm going to be there for you, because I have to stay in the know at all times. So you ask a question, you say, hey, what's my equity in my home looking like? Do a little report, send it to your email. You'll have an estimation right there. Then that's when you go talk to Adrian. Hey, what can I do?
So you will have to wait like 6 months to a year for it to accumulate?
Well, the equity is a funny thing. The market's a funny thing. It could be 6 months. It could be 2 or 3 months. It could be a year. It could be 5 years.
Okay.
COVID kind of accelerated
Okay.
profits and
Yeah,
equity
good time,
gains because that was a crazy situation. We were coming off low interest rates, and the interest rates were creeping up right when COVID started,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had to go right back down to zero again. And on top of that, funny money was printed by the government in the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars. I got put out into the market, so that started a whole chain, and that's why it doesn't matter who would have been president. We would have been in the same exact position we are now because so much money was given out.
Yes, so much. Wasn't even necessary.
Well, I mean, some people thought it was, like not everybody got Florida, we were crying about 30 days locked in our house when the rest of the people in the United States were locked away for a year. So right now we're actually seeing an influx of people coming in monthly from those states like New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Michigan, and all those other states, Georgia, even Texas, California.
Yeah.
But see, I'm in the middle. So when you meet the realtor, I have to sit there and evaluate your situation. I assess what's going on with you. Usually then I have you reach out because this market also changed in the fact that pre-approvals, they didn't used to be the norm. Now they are the norm because COVID there were so many people buying houses or looking at houses during COVID. You would have thought there was no home sales going on during COVID. Actually, record sales, record numbers, everything through the roof, right? So people, for a little bit of time, 2-3 years now, we're getting 20 offers on their homes. We're getting 50 offers on them, depending on their location. And you had to walk in with that pre-approval. You had to have that because your offer was written on the contract. But if you had no pre-approval, and there was 10 other ones with pre-approvals next to it, and various conventional, there's FHA loans and stuff like that. But if you had no pre-approval, your basically offer got scrapped in the trash can. Like this lady doesn't even have the sense to put her pre-approval in there. She has no financing. This contract's garbage. So we always want to make sure you're pre-approved. When your offer gets put in, it's valid. They see that you have the money. They see how long it's going to take for that loan to close because conventional loans are usually 30 days. Okay, FHA loans can be 30 days as well, but we like to say 45, just to give you an idea of how long that takes to go through. Okay, and in that process, I'm talking to Sam and Abby, I'm talking to Adrian. This is all simultaneous. We're all crisscrossing, and then after we get the inspection period, which AJ would have told you about when he arrives, or if he arrives, then you go into the insurance. So it's like everybody simultaneously. I'm doing a lot of talking in this time. You think I'm spending time with you alone? And no one knows the rest of it. There's TV shows. Oh, we drink wine, we open doors, and that's it. I'm at home puffing cigars for the rest of the night. I wish. I wish that was the case. It can be a glamorous life, but it's also a hard, fast-paced, and you're always doing something from day one till sundown. So with all that, I make sure I schedule your inspections for you. I schedule we get your pre-approvals and we go on showings together. I start sending you stuff so you can look too. I don't ever, hey, we should go see this one. No, I'm not that type of realtor. I'm gonna show you what fits your budget. You're gonna tell me, hey Gene, I wanna stay at $2,000 per month for my mortgage. And that's including my property taxes, that's including my homeowner's insurance, okay? Great. So I'm only gonna show you homes within that value. Might show you a little bit more because this is what you wanted and this is what you can still get, but we maybe not want to go over that, right? Because this is what you want. People say what they want, but then when they go see what's out there for what they want, nah.
If you want that one, you can afford it.
I can't take it.
Right.
You're like, oh.
I gotta manage expectations and emotions.
I like to stay in my budget range.
And that's what I like to do. I don't sell somebody a kitchen that, oh, this has dovetails. This is 42-inch cabinets. No, you're going to be the one that says right school, right street, the neighborhood feels good. I'm going to give you the access to the information, but you have your own tolerance level. I can't tell you what a good school is or what a good neighborhood is. Ethically, by law, and because I'm not you. I don't know what you like. I don't know your background. I don't know where you came from. So what might not be good for me might be awesome for you. and I would never put my judgments or opinions on people. So I give you the information, and then you have to give me back. You know, it's a relationship. That means I give you, you give back, and it's a constant give and take until we get to the finish line. Okay, it's a hand-in-hand relationship. Like I'm there to advise you, but I'm just an advisor. You don't have to listen to me. You can do whatever you want, but if you don't get the result that you like, you can't come back and yell at me. you know. So I'm here to lead you. I'm here to guide you, and I'm here to make sure you get to the finish line. Okay. I don't know if you've been hearing anything lately about the world of real estate, but I'm gonna just give you a little introduction to it. I guess the National Association of Realtors, they had a lawsuit going on recently, right? There were people, sellers didn't know what they were signing, allegedly. Commissions were discussed, they weren't being transparent enough. I don't know how, because in our Florida contract, it literally spells it for you black and white. But and this is a national thing, so different states run their real estate differently. New York has lawyers involved, right? You know, so like California, different, you know, everybody's different. So Florida's kind of cut and dry, other states aren't. So we got kind of swept into this $418 million settlement, right? And then the sellers said they were paying buyers commissions. They don't want to do that anymore, right? They want to pay their listing agent, and if they so want to, they will pay the buyer's agent, right? It's basically the language is different and the function is different, but in essence, it's still the same. Except you would have to sign a buyer's broker's agreement now. Before people were doing real estate, they were like, you would just catch an agent on the street, hey, blah, 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 can you find this for me, right? And we would go by what was called good faith. You asking me, talking to me, and stopping me, I would think you're working with me in good faith. And then you might come across another realtor tomorrow. Well, you could have asked them to look for the same properties, right? And then unless we're supposed to qualify, we know that's our job. We're supposed to ask if you're working with another realtor. Ethically, if you're saying you're working with another realtor, I'm not supposed to stop. I'm not supposed to interfere with that. But in the world of sales, it can be very cutthroat. Okay, people are hungry to make a dollar. They got to feed their families too. So a lot of that was going on. So now they're trying to introduce something called a buyer's broker's agreement. And honestly, in my personal opinion, it alienates a certain degree of buyers. It alienates first-time home buyers, and it alienates VA buyers because they can't pay commissions technically. But it's also going to breed a new line of professionalism, because if you sign an agreement to work with me and say that you're going to pay me, that means you're not going to go run around to whoever and listen to them and and get thrown off track, because somebody's advice may not be my advice. Someone's pre-approval over there, and even with lenders, you can get a pre-approval from her and go get a different pre-approval from someone else, and the numbers be totally different. Whose is right? Whose is wrong? We don't know until we get to the finish line. There's different origination fees. There's different things. With different realtors, services, you just gotta vibe with the person, really. But I'm gonna be the one that gets you to the finish line. And unfortunately, these buyers brokers agreements are going to, I think it's going to first scare buyers at first, but it's actually gonna breed loyalty and breed stability, because you're not gonna be taking advice from everybody and their mother. Getting in your ear. My cousin's mom is a realtor. Talk to her. Well, she's in a different state. She's got different laws. They don't even tell you that. So I don't want you to hear things and like get a pre-notion conceived, misinformation, right. If you have a question and you hear something about that, ask me directly, feel free. But I'm not gonna try and steer you in the wrong direction, okay? But just wanted to talk about that a little bit, because I don't, some realtors, like some doctors, some police officers, there are some good, there's some bad, right? And that's your job to kind of discern that. And I know you don't know what you don't know, but I'm sure after a while of talking with people, you see the rapport and we build up that relationship. So that's who I am, Gene Galvin. I'm your local favorite realtor, and hope to be working with you soon.